Good morning. Thank you. I'm John Miller, and I'm the principal of Stonewall Middle School, and it's my pleasure and honor to welcome you to the seventh annual Battle of the Brains between the IBMYP schools of Prince William County. It is a pleasure to have you come and get a view of our new renovated auditorium. It's just beautiful, and this is really the first big event that we've had here, so we feel honored that you're here. I would like to welcome the students from Hampton. Welcome. The students from Lynn, they are, of course, the defending champions, and the host school, Stonewall Middle. And I have been told that Beville is on the road here, coming. So it's my pleasure to introduce the MC for today's games, and that is Mr. Bill Bixby, who is the Associate Superintendent for Middle Schools for Prince William County. So please, let's have a great round of applause for Mr. Bixby.
Thank you, Mr. Miller, and I'd like a round of applause for Stonewall for hosting this event all these years. Thank you, Stonewall. Mr. Brewer? Mr. Miller? Hold it, Mr. Miller. Mr. Keenan, Beville Middle School. I know that the Hampton principal is at professional development, and Ms. Hendricks, would you stand up? Stay standing. Mr. Miller, please stand up. Mr. Brewer, hold it. These guys don't need this much applause. I want to warn them. Ms. Hendricks is standing in for Ms. Mitchell. I would like to remind our administrators, anytime I see bad behavior, the first time it's a yellow card, then there's the red card. Mr. Keenan, you're late, yellow card immediately. Mr. Keenan, if you get a red card before your bus gets here, they go home. All right, you're well behaved. For those of you new to this, sometimes the principals misbehave. Seriously. And I've had to create rules, and to be honest, most of the misbehavior has usually come from Mr. Miller. I'd like to recognize our judges. Our judges will be involved anytime we have an answer that we're not sure if it's correct. So our three judges, and I just asked them to stand and wave, and they're very brave people. Mrs. Crane, Mrs. Viola Askey, Ms. Kaizazo, please. So I'll consult them if we're not sure of an answer. If you give an answer that may be different from ours but may also be accurate, I'll consult the judges. So with that in mind, I'd like to bring our first teams down, and then I'll go over the rules when our teams are down here. So the first round is going to be our sixth graders from Hampton and Lynn. Lynn to my left, Hampton right here. Come on down. Okay. So here are the rules. The question will be revealed. I'll read the question. I'll read it when you're seeing it. You'll have 30 seconds. Confer. Write your answer down on the whiteboard. If you don't know the answer and you want to do a shout out, still write down the best answer you have and then put shout out. So again, if you have the answer, you're just going to write the answer. If you're not sure and you want to do a shout out, you still write down your best guess because you don't know what kind of shout out you're going to get. Okay? If you put a blank slate up, that's your answer. Nothing. Okay? So it's always good to guess if you don't know, right? Okay? Any questions for the round? One shout out for the round, and how many questions in the round? 10 questions. So you be careful with the use of the shout out, okay? If you want to bribe me to get a second shout out, cash. Okay? Just kidding. I see the principal's coming up with cash. Ms. Hendricks, behave. Behave. Okay, so I'd like our teams to introduce themselves. I'm going to start with Hampton. You'll press the button. You'll press the button. It'll go red. And you'll bend the microphone. Tell us your name.
Hi, my name is Samuel Bustamante. Hi, my name is Janori Rodriguez.
Hi, my name is Patrick Almeida.
Hi, my name is Andre Ventura.
Now we're going to go to our defending champions, Fred Lynn Middle School. Please introduce yourselves.
Ariana Oliver.
Kiara Argueta. Hi, my name is Monica.
I'm Hamin.
Are we ready to play? Yes, all right. Question number one. Number one, math, no calculator. Simplify -8 times 7. So remember, you're going to hold up one answer, not multiple answers. Answers locked in. You ready? Reveal your answers. We have -56, -56. The answer is -56. Okay. Here we go. Second question. The point of highest tension in a story, the turning point of the story, is commonly referred to as the... You guys good? You guys good? They're quick. Let's see the answers. Climax and climax. The answer is climax. Okay. Moving along at warp speed, question 3. What force keeps the planets in motion around the sun? Answers, please. Gravity, gravity, answer is gravity. Question 4, please. The Declaration of Independence states that the government gets its power from the... Answers, answers, answers! The people, the people, the people. I just want to point out that Hampton Middle School has some lovely cheer posters. Well done. Well done. Next question, please. Number 5. What inequality statement is represented by the graph below? Okay, we have our answers locked in. Let's see what we have. Show our answers. We have x is less than 2. We have 2 is greater than x. And the answer is, yeah, all right. I want to welcome Beville Middle School in the house. Okay, next question, please. The common root struct is used in words such as construction, destruction, restructure. The root struct means. Answers are locked in. Let's see our answers. Build, to build. The answer is to build. Question 7, please, judges. What are the 2 most basic forms of energy? Guys good? Okay, answers please. Kinetic and potential, kinetic and potential. Answer is, woo! Question 8, please. The United States gained the Louisiana Purchase from. Audience, I can hear you giving away the answers all the way up here. Okay, let's see the answers. France, outstanding, and the answer is France. Okay, before we go to the next question, Mr. Miller, what U.S. president purchased that from what French leader? Oh, we have a Beville phone-a-friend next to you. Outstanding answer, Beville. I think that answer removes Mr. Keenan's yellow card. It's been taken away, Tim. Next question, please. Math. If negative 25 equals x minus 40, what is the value of x? Ten seconds. Two seconds. Need an answer. Okay, answer. 15. Answer, 15. Woo! Number 10. The flaming oil splashed onto her apron and suddenly Ma was a column of fire is an example of what figure of speech? Metaphor, metaphor, metaphor. Tiebreaker? Is this tiebreaker, right? Tiebreaker. So the rules of tiebreaking.
We're asking about the shout out. Maybe it's not there.
Oh, okay.
Just straight out.
No, it's sudden life. Okay, you get the answer right, you win. Well, if you get the answer wrong, it's sudden death. Let's go with sudden life. Okay, you can't shout out, okay? So ready? Okay, good luck. Let's go. Find the unit rate 60 feet in 4 minutes. Unit rate. So that would be the tiebreaker. Okay, well, answer's locked in. We have our answer. Okay, we have answers are up 25 feet per 4 minutes and 15 feet per minute. The answer is 15 for Fred Lynn. I don't ever remember such a quick round with both teams having such quick answers, and having it to come down to a tiebreaker is tough. Let's hear it for both teams. Both teams leave? Both teams go rest. Coming up next, Beville, 6th grade, come on down to my left. Stonewall, 6th grade, to my right. Let's hear it for our Beville 6th grade team. And so that we're fair, Beville wasn't here for the initial round of applause, so some additional love for Beville Middle School. And some love for our host school that has invited us to such a lovely facility.
Go Sabres!
We have some issues backstage. So if you see some uniformed police officers come in here, they will be going backstage. Okay, so you heard the rules. I think you were here. I'm going to read the question. You'll see the question. You have 30 seconds. The only answer that counts is the one on your whiteboard. Do not show the answer until I ask you, because you don't want to help the other team. You get one shout out throughout the 10 questions. Use it carefully. If you're going to use a shout out, make sure you put the best answer you have on your white sheet, on your white tablet, and write shout out, because if the shout out isn't something you like, at least you'll have what's on your white slate. Okay? Are we ready? So we're going to start with introductions. We'll start with Beville. You'll press the button. A red light will go on. You'll press the button now. And you'll take turns introducing yourselves.
Hello, I am Kai Minsky.
I'm Jeremiah.
Chris McGuinn.
Chloe Ferguson.
Welcome. Now you'll depress the red button. Stonewall, same thing.
Hello, I'm Ayusha. Hi, I'm Addison.
Hello, I'm Miguel.
Isaiah.
So I want to give a little additional directions. If the numerical response calls for units and you don't put units and there's a tie, I'm going to award the correct answer to the one with units. For instance, you put 5 feet and you guys put 5. I'm going to split that and award the full complete answer, okay? All right? Okay, good luck. Let's go. In the expression 6n plus 8, identify the coefficient. Answers in. 6 and 6. Here we go. Question 2. The use of pronouns I and we by a narrator indicate that the story is written in blank person's point of view. "15 seconds. Answers are locked in. Answers, please. First person, first person, first person. Next question. Approximately what fraction or percentage of solar energy striking the Earth gets absorbed by the Earth's surface? Answers, please. 51%? 51%. Half or 50%? It's a tie, right? Yeah. I both have the right answer. It's not like we can really confirm that exactly, you know. Question 4. What document stated that the Civil War was fought to preserve a government of the people, by the people, and for the people? Ten seconds. Okay. You want to then write that on there. Just S up. Just S up. Okay, so we're going to have a shout out here at Stonewall, and we're going to have an answer here. So they both reveal their answers. Is that right, judges? Do they reveal them, or do we go with the shout out?
Do the shout out. They have to put their board down.
Put your boards down. And we're going to go to Stonewall is doing a shout out. So please, our Stonewall experts. Hello there. Correct. What are you taking, that or the debacle? Okay. Stonewall has locked in the debacle. You've locked in your answer, please. The Gettysburg Address. The answer is the Gettysburg Address. Next question, please. At Lowe's, you can purchase maple wood for $6 per foot. If you purchased 5 3/4 feet of maple, how much would it cost?
Work it out, you guys have pencil and paper in front of you, work it out. I was thinking for everything.
10 seconds. Okay, need answers on those whiteboards. Whiteboards now. Okay, locked in? Locked. Mark her down. Answers, please. $34, $30. And the answer is $34.50. So no one. Right? No one. Next question. If you were reading two different passages about similar topics and wanted to examine their similarities and differences, you might use this organizer to blank the blank and blank the two passages. Yeah, okay. $20 seconds. You guys good? Okay, they're good. They figured it out faster than me. Answers up. Compare and contrast, compare and contrast, compare and contrast. Question 7. What is the name of a body of water where fresh and salt water meet? Okay. Five seconds. Markers down, answers. We have estuary. The answer estuary. Answer is estuary. Point for Stonewall. Oh, 5-5, question 8. Oh! 6-5. 6-5, Beville. Okay, we have some controversy backstage about the score. Mr. Miller? Mr. Miller said 6-5 Beville. Okay. Woo.
It's 5-5.
The judge,
Down what's been missed and what's been gained. Everybody has 2 questions apiece. It's 5-5.
I'd like the principals to come on to the stage. Yes, they're gonna. Yes.
He only gave it to someone.
That was blank. What they held up was. It was. There's. No, theirs was blank. No. I,
I asked.
No, that's what we heard.
right. No.
Yeah, you said say point to both point to Stonewall. We heard that, but they didn't.
All right, we've cleared it up. I am giving myself a yellow card. So I can see the answers and you can't. So the confusion on the last one is Stonewall had estuary, Beville's was blank, but you all heard estuary, estuary. That was simply me talking to myself. So it is 5-5. Here. Yes. Cool. I'd like the three amigos to behave. Ms. Hendricks, thank you for being here. Question 8. The canoes, bows, and spears made by American Indians are examples of what type of resources? Our teams have their answers. Answers, please. Man-made resources. Man-made capital. Man-made resources. And the answers are? Okay, whoa. Yes, that's why I'm coming over here. So they have, I'm going to go to the judges here. This says man-made resources capital. That says man-made resources. I'm thinking Stonewall with the point. Question 9. Use the table to solve what is the ratio of tigers to all animals in the zoo. Five seconds. Markers down, markers down, markers down, answers up. We have 6 to 26 at Beville, and we have 6 to 32 at Stonewall, and the answer is 632, 632. So the points to Stonewall. We go to question 10 now. Antonio's beans had fluffy purple blossoms that stood out against other drab white blossoms. When Antonio's beans began to form, they were large, flat, and wide, unlike the pencil-thin beans that dangled from the fence. To which sense do the images in this passage most appeal? I can't help. 7 seconds. 3, 2, answers up. We have sight or imagery. We have sight, and the answer is sight. So Stonewall wins that round. That was a tightly fought contest. You guys can go back to your seats. And our next group coming up.
Yeah, Stonewall, you stay.
Stonewall stays. Stonewall, I'm sorry, Stonewall back up here. No rest for Stonewall. Fred Lynn, please. Fred Lynn. Since we've already met you, we're going to get right to work. So here we go. Question 1. Oh. Okay. Okay. I was just checking. I didn't know if you were having them run laps or something. They have to go run laps, huh? Okay, we're ready. Good luck, guys. Same rules. Question 1. What is the quotient of 1 5/8 divided by 3/4 in lowest terms? Just want to remind you that during this round, there are no shout-outs. 10 seconds. Okay, we got our answers in. Stonewall, Fred Lynn, answers up. Answers up. We have 52 over 20, and we have 2 1/6. 2 1/6. Fred Lynn. I see Fred Lynn as a poster. Excellent. Question 2. Oh, it's over. All right, Fred Lynn. All right. So what happens now?
We're going to have you start back up at 11 with 7th grade.
So I also could keep Fred Lynn here and bring the principals down. Principals versus Fred Lynn.
Yes.
All right. Okay, you guys, Stonewall, you guys are good. Fred Lynn, you're going to stay here. Principals up here. Okay, we can use this one there. Where's Miss Hendrick? Miss Hendrick! Miss Hendrick! So what we're going to do is this doesn't count towards anything but bragging rights. So we're going to use the sudden death questions that we haven't used yet. I guess the prize could be if you win, you could be principal for the day. Okay, so let's just, we're running ahead of schedule and let's have some fun here. The principals are good sports. Let's hear it for them. For some of them, it's been a real long time since they've taken a middle school class.
Mr. Bixby, as the host school, I would request a history question, please.
Mr. Miller, you can request all you want. I have no idea what the questions are that are coming. So here we go. Same rules, no shout-outs. And here we go. Question 1. Oh, Blank is a form of figurative language that assigns human qualities and characteristics to a non-human object or animal. No.
Can we go to the shout out?
No.
We're ready.
They're ready. Let's see our answers. We have personification. We have personification. All right. All right. I want to remind the principals they're not allowed to use their Google machines. Next question. What provides most of the energy that causes motion in the atmosphere and oceans?
No idea. You want to shout out? No. Cash, all the answers.
15 seconds. Fred, Lynn, relax. They've got no idea. If you make up answers, I'll only take one of them. Okay, answers? Convection. What do you guys have? Let's see it. Solar energy. The sun. Whoa! The sun. What did you? Solar energy, judges. We're going to take both? We're taking both. We're taking both. We're taking both. Listen, principals. Sun starts with S, solar starts with S. That was close. I would have taken softball, starts with S.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Next question. Blank was the document that was written during the American Revolution and established the powers of the new national government. I like to remind the principals that I need to be able to read what they write. Answers? Answers. Here are the answers. We have Bill of Rights and Articles of Confederation. And the answer is... Hold it. We have an appeal. Fred Lynn has asked the moderator for me to actually have the principals read out what they wrote. So please hold up what you wrote and read it out. You erased it! So there's no evidence.
Go to the videotape. Go to the videotape.
No, I'm playing. Mr. Miller had it correctly.
We won.
Double or nothing. Double or nothing. Yeah, they want to take you on now. If you win, you get 2 days as principal of the year. We have time to kill, guys. We could do this for hours. Okay. Do we have a couple more minutes? Are we good? Couple more minutes. Okay, here we go. Next question. Yeah. In what quadrant is is 7, comma, -3 located? Still show them. What quadrant? Why? I didn't ask the answers. The answers are, now please, the answer's quadrant 4.
Doesn't have to be. Does it have to be? No, it doesn't have to be.
I'm accepting both answers. Next question. I am so hungry I could eat a horse is an example of which literary term? Are you guys good?
No, we're not.
Okay, answers, please. Now, I know what he means. It looks like his answer looks like hush puppy. But it's hyperbole. It's hyperbole. And it's hush puppy, yes. All right. It's a tie.
So we're going to send all 8th grade students to lunch through the side door.
Okay. Welcome back. It's now time for our 7th grade round. Let's welcome, for the first round of 7th grade, Beville Middle School. Come on down. Competing against Hampton. Hampton, come on down. Yes. Yes.
Wait, you got that wrong.
So we have some disruptions on the stage. No, I wasn't thinking about Mr. Miller. I actually don't know why the principals are here. I know, Mr. Cannon. This is an opportunity for me to remind the principals of our warning cards. Yellow cards is the first warning for the principals, red card, and the principals go home. Teams stay, but principals go home. So before we introduce our 7th graders for this round of competition, it is my great pleasure to introduce our superintendent of schools, Dr. Stephen Waltz. Dr. Waltz, come on down.
Thank you so much. How's everybody doing today? Good? Brains cooking? You're not brain fried yet, are you? Good. Boo. No cat calls from the cheering section. All right, so you're going to give him some rules, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I've got one rule for him since he's Mr. Boss Man. I'm the boss man, right? Yeah. Do not ask me any questions. Because you guys are smarter than me. I'm telling you, I have come to this event before and I'm like, oh my gosh, they know all that stuff. So thank you for all your hard work in preparing for this, and I wish you much success when you actually do your SOLs, and thanks to all the teachers and staff and our awesome, amazing camera crews, our judges, everybody who's participating, our great leadership team with the principals, and have a great experience. Have fun, and have a great spring break too. Covered, and televised by the best, most awesomest technical team. They're all back there.
Stonewall, let's clap to show Dr. Waltz our appreciation for this fabulous auditorium. I'd say that if we have like a sudden death, we should bring Dr. Waltz back for the competition. He's ignoring me. Okay, let's get to work, guys. Hampton, Beville. Rules, you get 10 questions, 1 shout out, right? If you want a shout out, you need to write shout out on your board and write what your best answer is, because you'll get to pick between what you wrote on your board and what your shout out is. Okay?
Please pardon the interruption. Would 7th grade students that are doing the shout out, please report to room 2003. 7th grade students that are participating in the shout out, please report to 2003.
Okay, here we go. You get 30 seconds. I know. That's okay. We're going to start over here to my right with Hampton Middle School. Press the button. Tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Gracie.
Hi, I'm Torian Hill.
Hi, I'm Paulina Erico. Hi, I'm Sarah Zubai.
Thank you. Beville, press the red. Tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Michael.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hello, I'm EK.
Hey, I'm Leo.
Welcome. Best of luck to our two teams. Question 1. Simplify -72. Whole value. Answers locked in? Answers, please. Answer 72, answer 72, answer 72. Congratulations. Question 2. The following sentences contain an example of conflict. Is this conflict internal or external? I charged him again and shoved him. He stumbled back and once more toppled from the rock and into the water below. Another quick working set of teams. Answers are locked in. And the answers are, we have external, and we have external, and we have external. Points to both teams. Question 3. What is the chemical that can trap or absorb light energy in plants? Seconds. Okay. Don't hold your answers up. Are we good? No? You've got no time, so you're good. Okay. Don't show the answers because we have a shout out over here. So we can't reveal our answers. The only answers that will count are the answers you wrote down or if Hampton goes with their shout out. So we need a Hampton shout out right now. Remember, you get one shout out across all 10 questions. So Hampton has used it today, right now. 10 questions. So Hampton has used it today, right now.
All right, guys.
10 questions. So Hampton has used it today, right now. Thank you. So you had chlorophyll to begin with, so they have to show your answers, chlorophyll and chlorophyll. Both teams correct answers. Question 4. What industry is Pittsburgh well known for in the early 1900s? What industry? Pittsburgh. We have our answers locked in. Before you show them, I may need a ruling for the judges on this. Okay? Answers up, please. We have steel and textiles. So my question would be, do we count the question that has steel and textiles? Our judges say yes, both are correct. Question 5. Find the volume of the rectangular prism using the formula length W height. 10 seconds. Okay, you're locked in. Both teams are good. The answers are, we have 36 and 36 centimeters. So the answer is, it's 36 centimeters cubed, so I would say neither answer is acceptable. Is that correct, judges? Correct. So neither team will get the answer there, okay? Next question. You are reading a manual for constructing a model plane. You see the transitional words first, next, and finally embedded in the text. This leads you to recognize that the author organized the manual using what organizational pattern? Answer's locked in. We have process and we have sequential. Sequential and process, the answer is sequential. So the point goes to Hampton. Question 7. What type of relationship is present between two or more organisms of different species who live and work together? Seven seconds. You guys good? We have our answers. Let's see our answers. We have mutualism and, oh, I didn't see that. Okay, so what did you write? Just show me. Okay, good. Go ahead. Let's go. Shout out to Beville. We see excitement there. Okay, yeah, there he is. Look at that. Look at that intensity.
Hold on, we are almost there.
Is it the right class? Okay. We have two answers. We have
Mutualism.
And you guys have, what are you going with? They're going with mutualism. What do you have mutualism, and the answer is? Symbiotic. So, we move on. Next question. Nobody got it. Question 8. What was the name given to exaggerated newspaper accounts that led to the Spanish-American War? Beville's writing, Hampton's writing. Both are locked in. Answers, please. Yellow journalism, yellow journalism. Points for both teams. Question 9. How would you write the verbal expression 5 less than half a number y as an algebraic expression? Beville's locked in, and Hampton's locked in. Let's see your answers. We have 1/2 y minus 5 and 1/2 y greater than 5. And it's going to be, the answer is going to go to Beville. Okay, we're good now. Here we are, tied, going into question 10. The root circum, as used in the word circumference, means... Okay, our teams are locked in. Let's see our answers. Hampton has around/circle, and we have circular. So we have circular, around, and circle, and the answer is around. So, my judges, do I accept both sets of answers, judges? It's around. The answer is A-R-O-U-N-D. So the point here would go to Hampton, and it would not go to Beville. So who's... congratulations, tight game. Go back to your seats. We go on to our next contestants. At this time, we're sending our 6th graders to lunch, please. 6th graders to lunch. Do not bring back any food or water. I'd like our Fred Lynn 7th grade team to come on down. Fred Lynn 7th grade, Stonewall 7th grade. We see Stonewall has some banners. Excellent. I'd like to encourage our spectators to cheer in between answers to show your appreciation for your teams. Okay, you know the rules. You get 1 shout out per the 10 questions. Write your answer down. If you have a shout out, make sure you write an answer and put the shout out down. Make sure that I know that you put the shout out down. Now it's time to meet our contestants, starting with Fred Lynn Middle School. Push the button and tell us your name.
My name's Jakaya.
My name is Amara.
My name is Josias.
My name is Travis.
Welcome. Let's meet our 7th grade host team, Stonewall.
Hi, I'm Melanie Romero.
My name is Elvin.
I'm Pishoy.
My name is Anderson.
Good luck to our teams. We're going to have question 1. If 2.5 centimeters is equal to 1 inch, how many inches is 15 centimeters equal to? Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Answer locked in. Let's see our answers, please. We have 6 inches, and we have is that 8.5 inches? 2.5? 2.5, and the answer is 6 inches. Stonewall gets the first point. Question 2. In this sentence, which of the italicized words has the most positive connotation? The cautious student acknowledged his teacher with a respectful nod. Answers locked in? Let's see our answers. We have respectful and respectful. The answer is respectful. Question 3. What happens to a species that cannot adjust to survive changes in its environment? Answers are locked in. We have extinction and extinction. Both teams, extinction, extinction. I apologize. I'm having some difficulty with the backstage crew. Question 4. What was the name for laws that made discrimination against African Americans legal in the South following Reconstruction? Our teams have their answers locked in. We're going to see those answers now. Fred Lynn has Jim Crow laws. Stonewall has black codes. And the answer is Jim Crow. Next question, number 5. No calculator. Turn those calculators upside down. Thank you. Arrange the following in ascending order. 4/9, 0.4, 4%, 4.2 times 10 to the negative second power. Ten seconds. 2, 1, 0, pens down. Okay, you got yours? Let's hold them up. This is going to be, I'm old and I can't see, so. So we have here 4%. 4.2. So they only had time to write the first part. So now we go over here and we have, so you have 2 sets of, what's that? My judges, they use the top of the whiteboard as their scrap paper.
Well, which one's the answer?
They're saying the bottom one's the answer, but the answer was revealed, so.
Wow. But they were holding their board up the whole time. It's up to you guys.
So am I taking that? They're taking it, it's 4%, 4.2, 4. Correct. Stonewall, correct. Okay, 4-3. Next question. Which comes first in a narrative story, the rising action or the climax? And our answers are in. Rising action, answer, rising action. Question 7 in this very tight game. Whoa! Question 7. What do we call the passive transport of water across a cell membrane? "15 seconds. Don't show your answer because it looks like they have a shout out. You have a shout out too. We're going to have dueling shout outs. So please don't. Who do you have first to come up? Fred, Lynn, your shout out will be first, guys. They have diffusion, so diffusion. They don't have to tell me now because, right? Or do they?
Well, they either have to take what's written on their board.
I know, I understand that. Do they have to tell me that now, or do they wait till they get to go too?
They have to tell you what they want.
Which one are you taking? You're going with the diffusion? Thank you. Shout out now to Stonewall. Stonewall has osmosis up. What are you going? Well, you're going with osmosis. So osmosis, diffusion, the answer is osmosis. Stonewall. Question 8. What happened on December 7th, 1941? Ten seconds. Are we good? Okay, let's see our answers. We have the Japanese attack Pearl Harbor, attack on Pearl Harbor, attack on Pearl Harbor. Yes, both teams, a point. Okay, question 9. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle QPR. Which angle is the corresponding angle to angle C? You guys good? Okay, we have our answers. We have angle R and angle R, and it's angle R. Question 10. Providing clues to hint at coming events in a story is known as? "12 seconds. You ready? They're ready. Here we go. Foreshadowing and tension. Foreshadowing, tension. Answer is foreshadowing. Who had foreshadowing? Fred Lynn gets the point. And that's it for this round, 8-7. Stonewall stays up here. Hampton comes back up. This is sudden death, right?
Sudden death. You gotta get every question right. Okay, no shout outs. Who do we have?
Hampton. Stonewall maybe could be competing against Mr. Miller. Oh, here comes Hampton. Yeah, first it's one question. Okay, to remind you of the rules, it's whoever gets the first question. So if I ask the first question and they both have the same answer, we go on to the next question. If I ask the first question and only one team gets it right, it's done right there. No shout outs. Okay? Are we ready, guys? You ready? Let's go. Determine the rate of change slope in the following table. Okay, answers locked in. We have 2. We have 2. And the answer is 12.50. I would take your $2, but okay. So next question. Okay. All right. What form of figurative language does the following sentence contain? We hunkered down behind the jumble of stone blocks with our hearts kicking at our sternums. Answers are in, it looks. Let's see our answers. We have hyperbole, we have personification. So this looks like it's going to do it here, and it's personification. Hampton takes the round. Congratulations. And that wraps up 7th grade, correct?
We got a long intermission.
How long?
28 minutes.
So we might play. So does Hampton, would you guys, you guys are done, you can go back to your seats. Do you want to, do you guys want to play against the principals? Mr. Miller is here, Miss Hendrick is here. Okay. Do we have a parent who wants to come down? Do we have a parent who wants to help the principals? Need help. Is this Miss Sill? Is this Miss Sill? Miss Sill, outstanding. I have room for one brave parent.
Miss Bosak, Miss Bosak. Here comes Miss Kidwell.
Miss Kidwell is coming down. Okay. So I'd like our adult team to identify themselves, please.
I'm Tara Kidwell, assistant principal at Stonewall Middle School.
I'm Lisa Sill, the math coach at Beville Middle School.
Mary Hendricks, 8th grade science at Hampton.
And Mr. Miller, principal of the best middle school in Prince William County.
You're not intimidated at all, are you? Okay, here we go. These are the leftover sudden death. Question: which type of biome is found in the far north and far south? What type of biome? The adults are simply making things up here.
She's a science.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Can we call a friend?
No, you can't. Do you guys want to shout out to someone, a student in the audience? Any student want to quietly come down here and help them? Go!
You're from Stonewall. Really? What? Give it
Okay, let's see the answers. We have polar and we have tundra. Polar, tundra. Okay, the adults got lucky. Next question. What event during the Cold War brought the United States to the brink of a nuclear war? Okay. Our fearless leaders have their answer locked in. Do you want to phone a moderator? Answers, please. Cuban Missile Crisis, D-Day. The answer is Cuban Missile Crisis. Next question. No calculator. What is 5.7 times 10 to the negative third, written in standard form? Okay, if you didn't know the answer, Mr. Miller was saying it out loud.
It was wrong, though.
Oh, was it? The answers, please. We have 0.0057, 0.0057, 0.0057. Okay, here we go on. Both teams right. Which one of the following words comes from the Latin root meaning to break? Contradict, fracture, eject, circumnavigate. Answers are locked in. Answers? We have fracture, and we have fracture, and we have fracture. Next question. Excuse me. Where do most plants get their required nitrogen? Answers are locked in. Let's see our answers. We have bacteria in the soil and we have the sun. Whoa, I think that the adults get the point. What's the score? Any idea?
I don't know. Our scorekeeper left.
Our scorekeeper left, but I think the adults are up. I think they're up by like 3 points, maybe. This is, so we might need to have a 3-point bonus question. What was the peace organization that President Wilson urged the United States to join after World War I? Well, and that answer pointed that out. And we need our answers, please. I think that one may have stumped our Hampton friends. And Mr. Miller is holding up League of Nations, which is correct. It isn't fair. Mr. Miller was a history teacher. Next question. Okay, this is good. What is the value of 3c to the second power minus d when c is 4 and d is -5? Yeah, it says keep it. 7 seconds. Markers down. Markers. My way.
I got it. We were just agreeing for the extra step. It's there. And I did this.
It's a 53. It's a 50.
I think it's a 53, but it looks like a poor sketch of an Easter egg or the Earth. 53, and we have 53.
Nice job.
But hold it, don't erase that. Hold yours up.
Just give me a red flag.
Next, I think this is our last one. This is our last question, then we're going to take a lunch break. Here it goes. The following sentences contain an example of conflict. What specific type of external conflict is represented? Cole stared down at his chest. The bear's claws had raked him open. So wonderful before lunch.
No wonder why I was a history teacher. They got it.
Okay, and our answers, please. Man versus nature, individual versus nature. Because of the precision of the answer at Hampton, they get the points. And by the way, that was a 4-point bonus question. So thank you, Hampton, good sports. Thank you, adults, good sports. Thank you for helping us. And most of them were good sports, you're right. Welcome back. I'd like to invite down our 8th grade Hampton team and our 8th grade Stonewall team. So I welcome you all back for our last round. Remember, can we bring the scores back up? Can we bring the scores back up? So going into the last round, this competition is by points. So there are 10 possible points in this round. Do we get extra points in tiebreaker rounds? No. So we have 10 points up. It's still everybody's in the competition, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this. If we have a tie, we'll go to sudden death, and we'll explain that. I do want to give a shout out to Spark, the school division's educational foundation, who paid for your t-shirts. So applause for Spark. And a shout out to our media production crew that's making this possible. I'm just so happy they work for pizza. Okay, so we're going to start with introductions, and then I'll remind them of the rules. And we'll start with Hampton. If you tell us who you are.
Brian Lara Ayala.
Hi, my name is Joseph.
My name is Amr Ibrahim.
Tamia Watts.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And our host school, Stonewall.
My name is Alex.
My name's Lucy.
My name is Erwin.
My name's Christine.
So remember the rules, 10 questions, 1 shout out. If you use the shout out, you write shout out on the whiteboard plus your answer. You'll have to choose between the shout out answer or the answer that you wrote. Wish you the best of luck. You have 30 seconds per question. Here's our first question. What is the measure of angle 1 in the figure below? We have our answers in. Let's see the answers. We have 60 degrees, we have 60 degrees, and the answer is 60 degrees. So keep in mind, if there's a tie, I'm going to give the most complete answer, the one that is most precise with units. You saw that both of those were labeled with degrees. That was well played. Good job. Next question. One day, Isabel went to the movies. She went to see Beauty and the Beast. Isabel thought she should purchase a plate of nachos, a soda, and a box of Skittles, but her friend thought she shouldn't. Isabel purchased the food anyway. This passage is told from what point of view? If third person, you must include its designation, limited, or omniscient. 7 seconds. Answers are in. Let's see your answers. We have third person limited, and we have third person omniscient. And the answer is third person omniscient. Hampton. Clear those whiteboards. Question 3. What type of property are density, melting point, and boiling point? Seven seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so both have answers, no shout outs, right? Okay, let's see your answers. We have chemical and we have physical. Physical. Hampton. Question 4. State 2 of the freedoms protected by the First Amendment. First Amendment. Five seconds. We good? We're good? Answers are in. Let's see our answers. We have freedom of speech, freedom of the press. We have freedom of the press and petition, the right to petition. And the answers are, there we have all in there. Well played. Well played. Both teams, good job. Question 5. Simplify 12 minus 2, x plus 5 plus x. Ten seconds. Get something down. 2 seconds. 1 second. Markers down. Markers down. Let's see what we're able to come up with. Okay, no answer. We have 2 minus x. Hampton. Okay, here we go. Question 6. You are reading an article expressing the idea that pizza is the most delicious food ever made. The purpose of this article is to... Answers, please. We have persuade and we have persuade. Both teams, points. Question 7, in what type of chemical reaction is energy released? Remember, if you're doing a shout out, you might as well guess something. 4, 3, 2, 1. Markers down. And we we have a shout out here. You have a shout out. So we have dueling shout outs. Who am I going to go with first? And Hampton needs to pick theirs during that interaction. Okay, we're going to go to Hampton first. In what type of chemical reaction is energy released? Help me here. Radiation. They're going to go with radiation. Now we do shout out Stonewall. Here we go. Exothermal. Exothermal.
He said exothermic.
Exothermic. They're going to go with exothermic. You're going to go with radiation. Wow, that was exciting. Woo! Okay, here we go. Number 8. How can Congress pass a bill into a law without the president's approval? Ten seconds. Huh. Okay, judges, laser focus here. Okay, Hampton, let's switch your answer. We have 2/3 vote from both houses. We have okay, that's 2/3. When I originally read it as 213. That's why I called on the judges, because okay, 2/3 of Congress approve or approve. So it's 2/3 of Congress, and yours is 2/3 of both houses. And 2/3 in each house. We're giving a point to both teams. Question 9. What? Question 9. Using the triangle pictured, what is the measurement of the length of line PQ rounded to the nearest, line segment PQ rounded to the nearest tenth? Okay, markers down, markers down, markers down. Okay, well, let's see our answers. We have, what's that first number? 7? 7.6 inches, 6.7. 6.3, no one gets the points. Question 10. The word said is often overused in student writing. Which of the following synonyms for said has the most negative connotation? Shouted, told, expressed. Ten seconds. You have it locked in? Locked in? Okay, let's see what your answers are. We have shouted. Shouted. Both teams with the points, because remember, points are what matter. And I think we're end of the preliminary round A. Hampton is the winner of this round. Hampton stays. No, they don't stay because Lynn and Beville to the stage. So I disagree with that last name. Who's supposed to be down here? Oh, here's the couple. So we're very pleased to welcome Beville and Lynn to the stage. And we'd like our Beville team to introduce themselves. Press the button and let us know who you are.
My name's Hamid.
My name's Kiana.
My name's Arabella.
My name is Tamim.
Welcome. Lynn team.
My name is Adam.
My name is Zainab.
My name is Christopher.
My name is Wolfie.
Excellent, welcome. Let's hear it for our teams. Okay, now remember, one shout out per 10 questions. If you're going to do a shout out, you might as well guess an answer too. Okay, don't show your answers until I ask to see them. Good luck. We're ready? Let's go with question 1. Solve for m. -3 is greater than -3m plus 6. Eight seconds. Get something on the board. 2, 1. Markers down. So let's see our answers. Fred Lynn, what do we have? Fred Lynn, m is greater than 3. M is greater than 3. 3 is less than m. Same answers, right? M is greater. Both teams, points to both teams. Question 2. The plot element is the incident that introduces the central conflict in a story. What is this plot element called?
That's just the bell for class.
Okay, our teams are ready. Let's see our responses. We have initiating event. We have initiating event. Both have the same answer. Both teams scored. Question 3. What is it called when 2 or more waves overlap and combine? Shh. 15 seconds. Shout out. Now, if you're going to shout out, remember you can put something else down as a guess. Like Mr. Keenan could be your answer. Okay, here we have a shout out for Beville, so we got to go to Beville. Intercepted. You're going to go with that? You're going to go with intercepted. What are we going to go with here, Fred Lynn? Interference. Intercepting. Interference. Interference. Fred Lynn. Wow, these shout outs this afternoon. Woo! Question 4. Register and voting are examples of what? Of citizenship. Okay, we have our answers locked in. Beville. Responsibility. Civic responsibilities, answer responsibilities. Both teams. Question 5, what is the slope of the given line? You guys ready? Okay, let's see the answers. Okay, 0 and 0. 0, okay. Both teams earned a point. Now we go to question 6. After all this time, I still ask myself, was it my fault? Maybe, maybe not. This passage is told from what point of view? Okay, so our answers are in. Beville, Fred Lynn. First person, first person, first person. Question 7. What do we call the measure of force due to gravity acting on a mass? You already used a shout out, right? No? They haven't used a shout out? No. No shout out. Okay. I'm losing my mind, which is typical this time of day. So we have a shout out here. You're going to hold your answer. We're going to go to Fred Lynn for our shout out. All right, Fred Lynn, your team is counting on you. Okay, they went with weight. What are you going to go with? They're going to go with weight. And they have weight. And it's weight. I have to say these shout-out groups have been very good. Very good, very good, good. Points to both teams. Next question. Courts resolve 2 kinds of legal conflicts. What and what? You guys good? You guys good? Okay, answers are in. Let's see them. Civil and criminal, civil and criminal, civil and criminal. Question 9. A bag contains 4 green marbles and 3 black marbles. 1 marble is randomly selected from the bag. The marble is put back in the bag. Then a second marble is randomly selected. What is the probability that both marbles selected will be black? Four seconds, 3 seconds, get something down. Okay, let's see our answers. We have 9 49ths, we have 3 7ths. 3 7ths, 9 49ths, 9 49ths. Fred Lynn. Okay, question 10. The words cheap and affordable have a similar denotation. They refer to something that does not cost a lot. However, their connotations are different. Which of the 2 words has a more positive connotation? Answers look to be in. Answers, teams. We have affordable. We have affordable. The answer is affordable. Well-fought match, especially our shout-out people. Congratulations for winning this round, or this competition with Fred Lynn. What's our next step?
So we're going to have Fred Lynn stays
Fred Lynn stays. Hampton, come on down. Hampton. So we're checking the scores to see, we're sure that Fred Lynn's 30 are accurate. We're trying to see if Hampton is at 27 or 28. We're doing a double check. So this is to win the 8th grade round, and to win the 8th grade round are 3 bonus points. So actually this is for the whole deal. And here the scores have been corrected. And I thank all of you for your extraordinary sportsmanship. It was actually Fred Lynn that brought to our attention that Hampton didn't have the accurate score. So just before you put the question up, this is sudden. Okay, so it's 3 points. There's no shout out. If the answer has like units or whatever, the most complete answer will get it. Now, if it's centimeters and you put cm, and you don't have to spell it out to try to be more complete. But if it isn't, I'm going to go with the most complete answer, okay? We good? Let's hear it for them. Not to raise the pressure. All right, here we go. Here's the question. The pyramid shown has a square base that measures 3 centimeters on each side. The height of the pyramid is 9 centimeters, and the slant height of each side is 5 centimeters. What is the volume of the pyramid? And then you're given the formula, V equals 1/3 BH. 7 seconds. Get something down. 3, 2, 1. I need your answers. Your answer is locked in right there. Okay, here are the answers. Let's see them. We have 15 centimeters squared we have 18 centimeters cubed. Round 2. All right, here we go. Next question. A word or object that is used to represent something else in literature is known as a... Okay. You guys good? Okay. Answers. Symbol, symbol, symbol. Round 3. The record is 57 rounds. I just made that up. Okay, third round. In what form is energy lost to the environment during energy conversion? Fifteen seconds. Make something up. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Okay, answers in. Here we go. We have chemical and thermal. Thermal. So we're gonna do some wrapping up here, I think, with the points. The points are up. Fred Lynn, 33, Hampton, 28, Stonewall, 22, Beville, 20. Let's hear it for all of our teams. A special thank you for Stonewall for doing this. Stonewall. 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 Beville. Thank you, Beville. Hampton. It's my pleasure to present this trophy to the Fred Lynn Middle School team. Is this the third? Fourth?
I'm sorry, what?
Fourth consecutive year. Congratulations.